As you grow in your craft, whatever it be, whether you out here in these streets doing something, or you upload to one of these social media sites and build yourself a platform. Two things you gotta learn, honey. You gotta first of all learn how to take criticism. You gotta learn to take that shit. You gotta learn how to criticize your motherfucking self as well. And the most important thing you gotta learn is when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away, and when to run, bitch. And I had just did a video that was a little bit over 46 minutes, and a lot of the video was just me generally talking to y'all and whatnot, but it was also involved me. Bitch, is that a gray streak in a wig? But anyway, uh, you learn how to not do certain things. That video was very long, and it it was full of a lot of venom because I went in on Sheree and Kim, and it was just a part one, and I just felt like I'm still finna get these bitches to business, but I didn't want to do it that way because at the end of the day, I'm talking about the behaviors of these people who and what they gave me on this season. I don't know these motherfuckers face, personally to even give a fuck, but based off what they gave on the episodes that led up to the reunion, it's why I say the things that I say. But if you're a different type of bitch and you stunned for the camera, then them two bitches I was going off on, it didn't help them. Now, first of all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nika. Y'all, I have been gone for a minute, but a bitch is back. I detached from social media altogether. I wasn't watching YouTube videos. That's the reason why my ass didn't know that Beyonce was gonna be live on Coachella streaming on YouTube. I didn't know that until the next day that I came in, and I went on social media the next day, which was Sunday, and every damn body was talking about it, and I kept seeing these clips under a minute. So I had started asking questions, and that's when I found out. Sometimes in life, you have to detach from everything. Now, as I told y'all when I was leaving, getting ready to leave, which y'all didn't know, for the last couple of weeks, I've been feeling kind of unstable, and it has nothing to do with my fucking health or nothing like that. It's for physical health anyway. Um, Everybody has to have a stress reliever at some point in time, and I be trying to crank these videos out as much as I can, and I be trying to be interactive with y'all. Some of y'all know I'm interactive with y'all off camera as well, and it just got to be overwhelming with the things that were going on in my life at that time. So a bitch had to take a break, and I detached from everything. I just now returned to watching YouTube videos, I think yesterday, and I started making comments, and I just started watching social media even more, paying attention so I know what the hell going on in the world of entertainment, news, and sports and politics. I didn't, child, I wasn't aware of what was going on in the world. I was going to work, coming home, coming in this room, closing up, and just laying here in the dark. I really was. I was over the world at that time. But I'm better. I'm back. And here, I recharged a little bit, got myself together, and here I am. Now, why is I'm doing the pre conversations that we have. See, this is why that damn video was so goddamn long, because I was doing this, but I'm gonna do it again. If all of y'all haven't been paying attention, I jumped in a couple of days last week and I did some sprinkles. I'm surprised y'all watched that shit, because that I got that shit off of IG, and I just ran with my opinion, and I dropped the videos on Spreaker. I don't know what the deal is with me with Spreaker sometimes. Sometimes you all can hear me, sometimes you can't. Now, I will say this, and this is not a read to nobody, because it happened to me too. When I first started finding out about Spreaker, I saw it on Kimberly Fraser's channel, and she used to do them. And I had a really cheap ass phone at that time. I couldn't hardly hear her. But I went over to my Play Store, because y'all know I'm team Android still. I don't do the iPhone, my children do. But I went over there and I got the volume booster, and it helped me be able to hear. Now, I ain't saying that's what you got to do just to hear a bitch like me, unless you love me like that and want to. But that's the only solution I have, because I don't know what's going on, and I can't do shit by that laptop right now. I'm going to have to replace that, meaning next week I have to buy a whole nother motherfucking laptop. So I don't know why it gives y'all the feedback y'all get. Some people hear it just fine. Some people can't hear it at all. I couldn't hear it either when my phone was a little bit cheaper, and I had to get the volume booster to be able to hear it. No read to you, bitch, because my shit was cheap, and I'm willing to admit that. And that volume booster worked wonders. As a matter of fact, I got a much better phone now, and I still got volume booster on there, because sometimes I want to bump my music and act like I'm up at, 12 up in here sometime again. So there it is. Also, I did a sprinkle this past week where I told you all that one of my YouTube colleagues, my love thing, a little young lady down here by the name of Bianca Brookes, had entered a contest again for to become Luster's Face of Pink person. You know, the person that wins that spot. And I gave y'all a little summary about the company being, one of the top companies in personal care for men, women, and children, yada, yada, yada. Well, they have this contest, like I said, every year. And last year she placed fourth. This year we trying to take it home this year. So all you would have to do is just click on the link in my description box once a day until May the 19th, I do believe I heard her say. And then you can vote every day. All that's required is a valid email. You ain't got to buy nothing. Ain't nobody gonna contact you in your email. Just go and click the link once a day and go on up in there and vote for Bianca Brookes for the Luster's new face of pink. That's all I ask. I'll put the information down there in the description box. Also, this video is being sponsored by Amsterdam, Pink Lemonade, and Adult of God. That's right, baby. That's right. Everything that I say is covered because I'm an adult of God. So no weapon formed against me in the comments gonna prosper because I am an adult of God. Now, if you would like to get you an adult of God coffee mug, or you would like to purchase one of these wonderful shirts that say Adult of God, I'm going to link the channel of the young lady who creates these wonderful things, and you can go there and talk to her. Now, I'm sure that it's going to be a little cost associated with it, but it ain't going to be a whole lot, but it's going to cost you because she got to make some kind of money off her craft, okay? So I'm going to put that information down there, but just know that this video is being sponsored by the Adult of God Ministries in conjunction with New Amsterdam and Pink Lemonade Minute Maid. That's what it is. Now, let's talk a little bit about what went on part one of season 10, Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. Now, we started the reunion out, child. Everybody come through. They in their bag. They getting themselves together. You got Sheree back there, and just coincidentally, you got Tyrone on the phone. I find it quite amazing. This nigga always know when to call. And she got Andy back there because she want Andy to hit a miss. So he back there on that phone basically trying to make it look like Nene stalked him down. Nene just wanted him. Like he just, he was that it nigga that just made her so creamy that she, was going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over his motherfucking ass. Now, who believe that shit? Now I believe Nene might have even so much as fuck, but Nene ain't see no fun. It wasn't no future in that nigga. She knew that. What she trying to get Nene was trying to build. She was trying to elevate from having to do hood type of ass shit. And anybody that's around here running Ponzi schemes is doing hood shit because a real man on a job trying to get it is going to go about it the right way, not scamming people like him and Apollo did, okay? So I don't really believe all of that shit, but of course, Sheree back there, and she feel like she done made a point because Andy Cohen messy ass is back there eating up what the fuck she's saying. So we get all the ladies out there on the couch and everything. It look nice. It look nice. Everybody look nice. My favorite of the night was Candy. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but Candy looked real nice. And I'm going to tell you somebody else who looked really nice to me. Now, these are my opinions. These ain't yours. You ain't got to share. I like Nene outfit. Now, when she was sitting down, I was like, well, hold up, bitch. You look like a old Vegas showgirl. But when she stood up, I was like, okay, come on through, Nene. Come on through. I liked what she had on. Cynthia don't never miss. Cynthia's a model. She always going to be beautiful. And that bitch can take a white tee and a pair of acid wash jeans and make that shit look fashionable. So she looked really good. I was a little thrown out by Portia. I love the color, but the dress itself with the crown, I was like, I probably wouldn't have did the crown, but she looked nice too. Sheree, I absolutely hated how she looked because Sheree is very muscular and athletic build because she works on her body so much. And then Sheree just give me lesbian tease. She really do, and she looked like a butch lesbian out of her element in that dress. It just didn't look too good. It wasn't flattering on her at all. I ain't like it. I ain't like it, y'all. I did not like that. I ain't like that. Okay, let me see how we started this off because I had then recorded this already, baby. I was through talking about these hoes. But look like I ain't through talking about them. I'm gonna have to talk about them a little bit more because I'm gonna have to go all the way back. Now, let's start off with talking about Kenya. Okay? Let's start off with Kenya. I don't know why Kenya is always the first person everybody want to attack, but she is. Now, we started off talking about her trying to, her marriage. He asked how was she doing in her marriage. She said, I'm doing just fine. We happy and stuff. And then he mentioned about her trying to become pregnant. And that's when Kenya shared that she was indeed expecting a baby later on this year, to which everybody was very happy. So they said, okay, except for Sheree. She was the only one over there with the stank face because she can't be happy for nobody else. A miserable bitch loves company, and when she can't find company, she a hater. She didn't want to Kenya didn't want to go into details about her pregnancy, and I can understand that because many women, when they are in the beginning stages of their pregnancy, whether they have had a hard time getting pregnant or not, really don't talk about the pregnancy much until they are at least in their second trimester of the pregnancy. Me myself personally, I didn't talk about my pregnancy or even tell anybody other than my husband until the middle of my second trimester, and I ain't never had no problem being able to get no egg fertilized and hatch it on up and through. I ain't never had no issues like that. Yes, I've had a miscarriage, but it didn't stop me from being able to have 4 healthy births thereafter. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, child. I didn't have no problem with her not wanting to do too much talking about her pregnancy in that moment. She ain't got no preference of gender. She just wants a healthy baby, and that's what we want for Twirl too. Congrats to her and Mark on their impending uh baby. Okay, child. Andy read a question from the viewer that asked Sheree about wearing sweatsuits so much, considering that she had such a nice shape. Now Sheree answer was she never had shown her body. Lies, bitch, lies. You ain't got no money to buy no fashions. That's the reason why you ain't talking about no fashions. And child, I screamed when he said, "Well, Sheree, this is season 10." When I say he, we talking about Andy, because that's the only he that was out there. He said, "Well, Sheree, this is season 10. What happened to She by Sheree?" Now, bitch, y'all can thank these damn reality stars don't jump down on him on the YouTube and watch some of these reviews coming through. But they do, and they show it later on when they come back and they recite something that one of us have said. Now sometimes these celebrities do go ahead and chill, and shout out or retweet or let say thank you to these to the YouTubers who they did reviews over their show. They'll do that sometime. I done seen it happen. I done had a couple of people, Black Ink Crew Chicago, have showed me nothing but love. And I appreciate that. And sometimes I don't even get a lot of views on that shit, but bitch, when they first came out, I was one of the first. And my video did go, people started sharing it from the Black Ink Crew Chicago uh, crew. The castmates, they started sharing it. So, I know that can happen. Now, year to date, I ain't had nobody bigger than that, okay? And I'm cool with that because I know every day, my day coming for where I'll be recognized, whether, down here on YouTube or wherever, for the work that I put in and trying to give you these reviews, even though my reviews are a little bit different because, see, I'm in a more relaxed setting. I don't want to upgrade too much, and I know I just jumped out, but I'm going to jump back on. Stay with me. I'm going to bless you. I want to keep my shit as relatable as possible. If I start doing too much, then people won't. I'll be no more than just like the rest of them, and I pride myself on being different, and that's the reason why I don't upgrade too quick. I'll do it when I need to, but right now I think people like the fact that I'm relatable. Now, going back to what I was originally saying, these motherfuckers watch our shit because this girl gonna all of a sudden say when he asked about She by Sheree joggers. And at first I'm sitting here thinking, bitch, is you alright? Did you catch the question? Even Candy didn't know what if she understood the question and tried to clarify it for her, and she kind of snapped at her, and I was like, "Oh, bitch, you in your fields already, bitch? This in the first 15 minutes of the reunion." Well, we come to find out she done so called switched out how She by Sheree is gonna work. She by Sheree now is not no longer gonna be elegant evening gowns and labels and all that there like that. She by Sheree now is gonna be lifestyle outfits. Let her tell it. In other words, jogging suits. Who said this bitch need to strap all her bullshit? Use this platform for her upliftment, build her a brand off of it, because Real Housewives of Atlanta ain't gonna last long. We didn't know at that time when I said that she would be fired and would not be returning for season 11. But I kept saying, bitch, build something for yourself. You already over here taking care of nigga that's in jail, or if you ain't taking care of him, the money that y'all got ain't right. It ain't clean money. I told her, bitch, sweatsuits by Sheree. Go back in the damn archives and see did not tell that bitch sweatsuits by Sheree. But here's the thing, she lying. That girl ain't a bit more gonna have no damn sweatsuits by Sheree. That girl sitting up in there telling a whole ass lie. Because when that man asked her when can we expect to see that, you see how he threw her off. It kills me that she is such a messy bitch, but she can't even tell a lie. That bitch went from summertime to spring to September. Bitch, what you talking about? What is you talking about, Sheree? What the fuck is you talking about? Mm. And she was very defensive about that shit because she know that we know that shit ain't never gonna come to fruition. It's by the grace of God and the fact that she just did not want Nene to be right when she has called Chateau Sheree Never Neverland, that she was able to get that house big. It took her 8 years to build a house. It's gonna take her 18 years to get this She by Sheree shit in jogging suits instead of her being smart about it and having used this platform to get that started. Girl, she fucked it up. I can't stand her. Um, Andy then took another viewer's question, and it was to Nene about why she shaded Kim for seasons for wearing wigs. Now that's all she seems to wear. Uh, the viewer asked, wasn't wouldn't that make Kim a trendsetter? And Nene said, hell to the now. And I said, girl, that ain't no trendsetter. Nene said it wasn't either. She said, baby, the difference is I wear custom made, wigs, and this bitch is over here purchasing her shit down to the party city. And girl, I screamed because I thought about this shit, and I said, them wigs do look like they come off of the party city wig out when you trying to buy your nasty Halloween wig. I screamed, and so did the girls on the cast. I said, Lord. Candace asked why she invited Portia to her Essence party, only to have Todd shade her, and Candace said that it was a milestone after all she had been through, and she wanted everybody there, whether they got along or not, and she wanted to show people what the true meaning of success is. And Portia said, well, see, if if it wasn't genuine and this is your mama, why would you invite somebody like me? Because your husband got up there and thanked me so damn much, I almost said he was welcome. And you told Don Juan you wanted to show me what success was, and she did say that because Bravo played it back where Don Juan and Karma was in there talking, and she said she wanted to show Portia what success was like. Candy then started getting into shaky Candy voice. She got upset. She said, what you did to me last season is shit that ends people's careers, Portia. She said, you don't understand the depth of what you did to me. Sexual assault could have killed my brand. Candy started crying per usual, but she right. That lie could have ruined that girl and her everything she worked hard for. I understood Candy in that moment. We learned Portia apologized after the reunion show. After it went off in the hallway, she gave Candy a hug and apologized to her. And then Portia said, well, I didn't mess with her after that because I felt like even after I had apologized, she would need some time. So I didn't call her or reach out to her after I had spoken with her after reunion. Candace said, and another thing that people don't seem to realize, when filming wrapped up for the reunion, we went back to work a few weeks later. So I really didn't even get a chance to start processing what these hoes had did to me before I had to go back to work and look at this whole again. And if you go back through season 10, you can see where in the beginning of the season, Candy was very, very agitated with Portia, and she always seemed like she was just ready to kill her ass. But as the season went on, it still was tension there, but you could see there were moments where they actually shared a laugh. It was within the whole group. It wasn't no personal, but you could see what Candy would from time to time even talk to her a little bit. Not much. She said she apologized sincerely. Portia said she apologized sincerely and she meant what she said. She apologized for everything she did, but she can only speak for herself, meaning not Phaedra. Andy said, well, Portia, at this point, your apology is seeming not to land. And Portia said she not apologizing no more because she feel like Candy just playing victim. And see, that's what she kind of took a left turn from me with Portia. Because Candy not playing nothing. She is the victim. You put a lie out there on her. You're a grown woman, 36, 37 years old. You know what a lie or a rumor can do to your reputation. You done been in this little entertainment business on your level for a while now, and you know what it's like, Portia. You know that what you did was wrong. So when you apologize to somebody, you apologize sincerely, meaning that your actions back up your words. It's not cool for Candy to hear you say you sorry for what you did, but see, there's no but in what you did. Damn, trying to lay blame on other folks and say, well, I did this part, but I can't speak about that part. Just take ownership because you were just as vested in the lie as Phaedra was. Phaedra ain't here to speak for herself. I thought, according to what they had told us, there was going to be a scene where Portia and Phaedra would talk, and she would apologize to Portia. But apparently that shit didn't come to fruition because we ain't never see that. But at the end of the day, like I said, you the one that's still on the show. You the one that took a part in what was said about this woman last season. You have to apologize for it, own it. Stop trying to just make sure that you separate what it is that you did because you're a part of the whole shit. Okay? Just own your shit. And that's what Nene was trying to explain to you. Because Nene herself had to own some shit. And she did it. And we'll talk about it. But I just don't understand why Portia can't understand that she can't. It's a way you apologize if you want somebody. Now, you can apologize and be sincere about it and your actions speak back up what you just said when you apologize. And that person has the right to take their time in forgiving you. They do. Because you can't tell nobody how to feel about what you did to them. But when you did it and you sincere about it and your walk is reflective of what you said, then you keep it moving. You don't get smart and say little smart shit about the situation like you in the right here because you ain't in the right. You ain't nowhere near in the right when it comes to this situation because you sit there and went along with that lie and you knew better than that. That's all I have to say about her. Andy then said to Portia, he was surprised that she told Shamia not to trust the ladies, including Sheree. And Portia said, anybody that proudly call themselves a bone collector, would you trust them? Sheree thing was, when did I ever give you a reason not to trust me? Well, bitch, several times throughout the season, as she let you know, she seen where you were trying to shade her. So how the hell you expect her to trust you and show you loyalty when you show loyalty to no one? Mm-hmm. Sheree don't trust Portia because when Portia asked her, do you trust me? She said, as far as I can throw you. Said, bitch, if she don't trust her, how you expect her to trust you? Sheree, that girl called you and it was said on the show. She called you and apologized, but now because you in your feels about it and you just want to go against Portia too, because you ride the clit of that reptilian pale face bitch, you don't want to hear what she got to say. Now you like Candy. She ain't did shit to you for you to be on Candy level. Cynthia jumped in and told Sheree, girl, we get it. You loyal to Kim. Portia asked if we gonna address Sheree knowing about that video Kim and her daughter took down at Nene's house because we know now that she did know. And Sheree said, "Nah, bitch, we talking about you." And then they went back and forth with, "No, we talking about you. No, we gonna talk about you, girl." Now Nene said whether Sheree likes her or not, she should have told her. No one or someone in the group that was kind of foul. Portia said we gonna see you never call Portia said we never see you call Kim out on her bullshit. And Sheree told her to shut the fuck up and get out of Nene's ass. Nene says that she felt like that Sheree would at least have told her. Sheree is playing on the wrong team, and what she thought was she thought that was going to get her onto another peach for another season. But see, Nene told you motherfuckers, and I said it too. Because it's a rule of thumb. You get what you give in this world. If you send out bad vibes, you can expect bad vibes to come back to you. And if you trying to be dirty to somebody, ain't no way in hell you gonna be getting no blessings of any kind. Sheree spent this whole entire season running behind this girl being Sweetie 2.0, and it yielded her with her losing her fucking peach over here at the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay? That's what it yielded her. It ain't like this bitch gonna go on Don't Be Tardy for the Party because that's a struggle show too. It's only a matter of time before they pull the plug on that shit. So you let this white girl come in here and fuck over you real good with her semi-racist ass. And now you out, you assed out, and she got a show to go back to. How you love it? Now how you gonna pay for them phone calls when Tyrone calls? Because he gonna be calling to November the 4th, 2022. Bitch. Good. Then we switch over to Andy asking Kenya about, in the past you done came at all the ladies and their husbands, that to include Kim Fields. And now you want your husband to be off limits. Why do you feel entitled to privacy? It was a viewer's question. Now, Kenya said, now that I'm married and I understand now, if I could take back the things that I said in the past, I would. She owned that she was wrong in that moment. So I didn't understand why Portia had to dip into that shit. Because Portia don't want to go down that road because you done did your fair share of dirt too. Ain't none of y'all hands clean when it come to bullshit. And yeah, Kenya D used to give y'all hell and charge y'all rent because y'all used to give it to her too. But I applaud the fact that she understands now the importance of privacy. See, Kenya came on here sharing too much and y'all ate her up season after season. And because you were eating her up, she would eat their asses up too. Did she need to go that deep with some of her shit? No, she didn't. But she did. And I ain't never remember it being no rules to no war. I'm sorry. All's fair in love and war. And that's what Kenya felt like she was on. But she did apologize for that, and I can respect that. Then they move on to why she married 2 weeks before filming, and she said, look, Mark got down on his knees and asked me to marry him, and he wanted to elope. I wasn't thinking about no filming, and I believe that. Because when we look at the the pictures now of the wedding, you only see her cousin Shay and Auntie Lori, a.k.a. Auntie Cisco. Shout out to Forest Rocks. That's the only time you see them. That's the only family you really see. And his family wasn't there either. This was a spur of the moment decision they made to walk off into this sunset with each other and get married. And I respect it if that's what she wants to do. And I didn't think it was weird that she hasn't met his parents yet. Of course, social media and the trolls and the haters will say that's weird. Well, that might not be weird because we don't know their family dynamics. How we know Mark fuck with his family? Do we know that? No, we don't. So being that could possibly be one of many reasons that she hasn't met her family, his family. I don't see why people wanted to come for her throat like that. I really don't. I don't get it. I really don't get that. Now let me hurry up with this shit because I'm moving way too slow. Then we get Marlo. Okay, Marlo is sitting her ass behind stage talking about Portia copied off her outfit. She the queen. And they brought her ass out, and she in lavender. And I said, lavender and purple is two different damn colors. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different, Marlo. When she was seated, Andy asked her messy ass, and his messy ass, that Kenya and Marlo once had a friendship. Where does that friendship stand today? And she said it was voided. She don't feel like Kenya was ever her friend. She was only her friend because she was in tour with Nene. I said, well, y'all was each other friends for that same reason. But Kenya say that she was cool with Marlo till Marlo was at that bonfire and said that her mother didn't want her, and she felt like that was a rap because what kind of bitch could come for her on something that all the ladies know that she struggled with, which is a relationship with her mom. So she wasn't here for that. And I agree, Marlo went too far trying to be controversial, reaching for that peach. That's why I don't think that she gonna be blessed to get it. Nothing happened between them too deep that warranted her to come at Kenya with some shit like that. That was just pure meanness, if you ask me. Marlo gonna then tell Kenya, you act so well. And that girl said, girl, you need to check my resume, honey. I do act. And that's when Marlo said that she was a C-list. I said, well, I would rather be a C-list than a no-lister at all. And that's what Marlo really is in a sense. Because what we know her from other than what being on this show and everybody saying that she sell her puss to get what she want. She fuck for car keys, handbags, and shit of that nature. Her and Portia had the same reputation. Then, of course, as haters do, she resorted to anesthetics talking about Kenya's skin. And Kenya told her, bitch, I'm beautiful and you cannot come for that. Yes, I may have had some issues with my skin, but bitch, the glow up is real. And that's what I took out of it. You might not have did. She told her, girl, you stay coming for me and my husband. If you stop fucking everybody else's man, you can probably get a man of your own. I said, yes, God. Kenya said, she told her she was a one-trick pony. Marlo said, where the receipts? Child, Andy said, Kenya said to John. And Andy said a pizza guy, and she said, yeah. And so she told the story. The guy John that was the pizza shop owner or the pizza chain, whatever the fuck it was, he owned the pizza place that Nene was messing with when she and Greg was on that break. Um, After she went back to Greg, some kind of way Marlo ended up with this woman at her motherfucking house. This man in her motherfucking house, then got him drunk and got in his phone and got information of text messages he and Nene shared and tried to blackmail Nene for that. Notice the whole time Portia was laughing and shaking her head because let's go back to Barcelona when Portia and Marlo got into it. Portia said that she had some info on Marlo, but she wasn't gonna tell it because I think she said Nene told her in private or in confidence, or she said somebody, but she knew because Nene told her that, and Nene never denied this shit. All Nene said was, I would never, I would never go behind one of my friends and date a man they was dating. So basically, that shit was true. She got $20,000 out that man, and I thought that was some really fucked up shit. That says a lot about Marlo's character, that you would go behind your friend and mess with a dude that she messed with. Mm, mm, mm. We had a moment also on there where Andy wanted to know how Candy felt about Mama Joyce meeting up with Portia and hugging Portia when, in fact, a couple seasons ago she wanted to whoop Karma ass because of some rumors. Now, Candy say, look, I didn't really care for her doing any of that, but that's my mama. And then she said I was more concerned with the fact of what she said about Todd. And Bravo played it back, and we saw where Mama Joyce had actually said that Todd was lemons and Candy made lemonade out of it, and that hurt his feelings because he thought they was in a better place than that. Then a viewer asked a question basically coming from Mama Joyce calling her bitter, and Candy don't play by her mama. We learned that there's going to be another OLG. Um, Let me see what else happened. Did I leave anything out on him? I think I got it all, y'all, because I know that we moved into at the end. We moved into talking about Sheree knowing about that damn video and shit, and then he's saying that there ain't no bond between them, but she would have thought that the bitch would have told her, considering that they ain't really had no beef. and she don't see it that way. So we gonna go more into that. If I left anything out on this shit, y'all let me know down in that damn panic section. I'ma upload part 2 because this is at 34 minutes. I ain't trying to do this shit all over again. I told y'all I'm talkative. See, this shit happen all over again. Remember to check down in the description box if you're trying to get you some adult God gear. I don't know if she's selling this shit. You can go over there and ask her. I think I did hear her say that. That's the reason why I'm saying about the shirt. I don't know about the mugs, but you can go over there and find out. And I'm sure if the price is right, she got your ass. She got some merchandise over there. So go check that out. Also, please, if you have a valid email address, click the link down in the description box and vote for Bianca Brookes for the new face of pink for me if you don't mind. And that's about it, y'all. I'm gonna cut it right here because I done talked way too long. And I'm gonna upload this and then I'll bring you part 2, and then we might even shit. I'm running it close. So we're probably gonna do love and hip hop tonight as well. So I'm back and thank you all for caring about a bitch like me. I really do appreciate it. I feel a whole lot better than I was prior to the little break. So the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate, comment, subscribe, share this video wherever it is you share videos, and I'll be back for part 2. Peace.